to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right fucking now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we fucking get? I need somebody to please fucking tell me he's lying. I can't. What the fuck am I gonna do? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Breathe.
Oh no, no. No, see, and that's what I was waiting on. See, no, we can't do that. Hold on a second. Because that's the end of her video. Wait a second. Hold on, y'all wait for it. Oh no, we can't do that. That's not right. Not you done edited out the part of the video where you got up off the floor and then pressed end recording on the camera. Why didn't you show that part? You shamelessly showed and then decided to post, as well as, keep in mind, did y'all see the captions on there? Especially the one where it said, this is what you voted for. So you also edited this video. So that means once you were back sober-minded and the emotions were gone, you edited the video and you were intentional enough to edit out the part where you actually got up off the floor, stood up, turned around, pressed end recording on the video. Why didn't, if you're going to show us all of this and be transparent with all these emotions, why didn't you show us the part where you got up off the floor too and start, and ended the recording? I think that pretty much speaks for itself. Y'all, before we get into the next clip, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype.
Okay, cousin. So today is going to be a grocery haul, and we are doing a grocery haul via the laws that they have performed in the past with the snow snacks with SNAP. So let's go grocery shop. Ready? So far I got this. Can't go wrong with the Kansas. This, and that. I'm gonna grab brown sugar. We need 2 of these. We need this. Let me grab one. I need these. Okay, here's the items. I'm not sure if we can get these here, but I'm gonna try. They also like 47. I'm gonna also do the produce. I'm gonna Coke. This for Corbin. I'm gonna grab this. So you wanna look on here and make sure there's no sugars. Total sugars. 6 grams. Let's try. Let's see if these are sugar. Oh yes. Nope. I'm gonna grab one of these.
They got to be a little more conscientious of what they're getting now. I didn't know it couldn't have no sugar. Let's skip closer to the end and see how this turns out.
So everything that we got was that's everything. That's yeah, perfect. Now let's see if there's some stuff on here that we cannot pay for. No, I didn't buy no sweet juices. I did not try to buy any candy or snacks or nothing like that. So everything that we got was EBT approved. So yeah. Okay.
So I don't know what people are complaining about. She still bought a bunch of snacks. So how does this really affect you? It doesn't really seem like it affects you that much. I mean, it seems like you can't directly just buy candy, right? No nutritional value whatsoever. But as far as just regular snacks, I don't see what all the stir is about, to be honest. She got majority snacks, in my opinion. So it doesn't really seem like it affected what you could typically buy.
So I just told a MAGA motherfucker that was talking about the SNAP and the food restrictions. They were like, the government is funding these people, and they do have to follow rules because if it's coming from the government, then it's their rules. What are you talking about? The government money is our money. They're literally, when you need help, they're refunding you your money. You
Oh,
think the
really?
government, the system, the group of oligarchs are handing you money to help you? That's what you think government money is? They are literally the pimps and we're the hoes. We work and hand them parts of our money, and when we need help, they lend us our money back. The fuck are y'all talking about? Get it together.
Then why doesn't everybody get their money back? If that's the case, do you even think that would be sustainable if everybody got their money back? Every single person in America, as well as the fact that if they're just giving you your money back that you paid into it, then how do you explain the people who haven't worked in years, sometimes decades, but who have been getting all the benefits, Section 8 being one of them, for the longest? If they haven't worked in years, then they haven't contributed any money to get back. So what are we talking about?
Exactly. How are they going to ban unhealthy food and junk food? Am I the only person not seeing how this is going to work? Because everything they feed us is unhealthy to a certain extent. Like, even the fruits and vegetables are not that good for us, right? So, like, how are they going to actually, But with that being said, if you're going to do that, let's say that it's happening, then are you going to increase the amount of money that each person gets that are on SNAP benefits so they can afford living a healthy lifestyle and purchasing healthy foods? And then if that's the case, then are you also going to increase the amount so people can afford supplements and vitamins on SNAP benefits? And if you do have SNAP benefits, I'm going to put you on to something real quick, but don't tell nobody I told you. You can actually get protein powders and fiber and all this other stuff with your SNAP EBT benefits. It just has to have nutritional facts on the label instead of supplemental facts. You're welcome. But no, like, let's be honest, because I've seen a lot of people give their 2 cents about it and all this other stuff, and then I see a whole bunch of people in the comments saying, specifically white people, because they think black people are predominantly on food stamps, but it's white people that get majority of the government assistance. Like, think about it. But
so what I'm trying to understand, because she boxed the discussion in from the beginning, because she prefaced it still based off the fact that y'all still need to get. She basically said, if you're telling us what we can buy now with our free money and you're putting certain regulations and stipulations around it, then are you going to give us more free money so that we can afford the healthier options? I think the idea is really to get away from the free money in general. But if you're going to get free money, then it will be regulated, especially when the free money is coming from other people contributing to it and then giving it to you. The majority contributing and giving to individuals is going to be regulated.
People are like, well, you shouldn't have a birthday party if you can't afford a birthday cake. That's a child. Like, everybody's not gonna get on social media begging. Bitch, I tried to ask some money and motherfuckers was like, I'm not giving you shit. So I think that SNAP EBT benefits definitely comes
So
in
you
handy
tried.
when it comes to wanting to have your baby a birthday party, wanting.
Didn't I call it? Her whole thing is just she just wants free stuff. Like, let's just be honest. You're young, you're able-bodied, you're putting holes in your face, and you just said that you tried to come online and beg for free money, but they didn't give you nothing. So now, because you didn't get nothing, now you have a stance about it. But you've pretty much gone through every avenue to just try to be given everything in life, is what it seems like. And it seems like you don't even have a valid reason for why that should be the case. So let just be honest and just be upfront that that's the thing. You just want free stuff, and you're going to spin this and you're going to frame the argument at every point just around you getting free stuff.
To participate at school, or if there's any type of event where they need to bring food, it's not a problem. And I feel like if you take that away, a lot of kids don't have birthday cakes and they won't be able to have. And a lot of people be like, well, if you can't afford food, why are you having a birthday party? You know what I do every year? Because I sure as fuck can't afford a whole bunch of kids coming to a birthday party. I go to Chuck E. Cheese. I ask them if it's okay if I can set up her little section. I invite people, tell them that they got to pay for their own playing card. And then my mom probably buy a pizza or whatever, and then I bring the cupcakes and the cookies and everything and the drinks, and that's okay. Like, everybody, or you can go to the park. That'll be a fun birthday party. We have a park over here, not over here, but in the next city over. It's like a little water park. That'll be so fun to do, to just have a birthday party there. You don't even have to spend money. You just got to reserve it, and then you have to bring your own food and drinks. But that's just coming from someone who knows how to budget. Birthday parties are not a priority for me, but I do think that my child deserves a birthday party, so she gets one every year. But I don't think that you should take that option away from people who do have the ability to give their kids a birthday party and all they can afford is the food and drinks because they're on SNAP EBT benefits. You shouldn't take that away from them. I get it. Americans are unhealthy, but so are the people running this country. Fat fucks that sit on their lazy fat ass and tell everybody what the fuck to do.
So listen, man, and take her out of it. Take her out of it. I've already said it, so you can't try to say whatever. If you want to, you can. I don't care. But I've already said, take her out of it. In general, boy, it must be mighty convenient to only really care about your kids on one day of the year, on their 2 days of the year, their birthday and Christmas and all this type of stuff. Because everybody makes this argument about, oh, well, the kids still deserve their cake and they still deserve to be able to bring cupcakes to school to share with their classmates off government assistance. But then we really see the kids, it's like, you're not teaching them nothing. These kids are getting neglected. You're bringing more kids, which is taking away the attention from the kid you already had that you couldn't afford. You care, it's like you care so much about your kids and prioritize your kids for these fickle things as opposed to caring about them for the most important things. And then these kids grow up and then they don't know what to do. They don't know their left from their right. They don't know north from south. And then they get out here and they have no way to take care of themselves. And it's because they weren't set up correctly and they didn't have the proper foundation. How about when you bringing up your kids in relation to this type of stuff? I want to hear more long-term thinking. I want to hear more things that ultimately matter. Because, ma'am, quite frankly, I don't care if your kids get cupcakes to bring to school. I don't care if your kids get a birthday cake. I care that your kids are getting poured into and getting the right character so that they can actually live out the rest of their life and be able to sustain that and be able to live a vivid life from there, and that they have all the opportunities that other kids have that actually do get the proper guidance and structure. That's what I care about for your kids. I'm pretty sure the kids in Ukraine don't care either, who are having buildings falling on their head. Listen, man, we need to start thinking about what's actually important. And this birthday party, Chuck E. Cheese party, all this type of stuff, that's not really that important in the grand scheme of things. How about y'all start valuing and prioritizing what's actually important, which is raising the kids the other 364 days out the year?
Man, y'all know how April 1st, 2026, in the state of Texas, a whole list came out where you couldn't purchase certain things with SNAP benefits anymore. And I know candy, sweets, and soda you cannot no longer purchase with EBT, SNAP benefits, food stamps. Check this out, bro. I said in a couple videos how stores was going to drop the price so freaking fast on a lot of stuff because a lot of that stuff was actually bought with SNAP benefits, man. A lot of that stuff was bought with food stamps. Well, they're both the same thing. But right now, we are only into the 3rd day of April, guys. The 3rd day of April, and already at one of the local stores right here in Texas. Look at this right here, man. A whole entire case, 24 cans of Pepsi, $7 and some change, man. Where just 3 days earlier, I was at that same store. That 24 pack of Pepsi, man, was like 12 freaking dollars, man. So it's already taking a crunch, man. That's why I said, man, the SNAP benefits where they made people ineligible to buy sweets and soda with SNAP benefits, I said was actually going to be beneficial, whether you get SNAP benefits or not. You know why? Because it's going to bring the prices of everything down. They even said at some of the stores around the U.S. that they're getting dust on some of their canned goods, some of their ramen noodle packages and stuff. They got to actually wipe the dust off because they're not actually irritated. It's sitting there too long because people are not really buying it, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think of this, man. Already on day number 3, catastrophic drops at the store is already taking place due to the April 1st SNAP benefit new rule to where you can't buy sweets or soda with SNAP benefits. Anyway, thanks.
This is a great point to bring up because I think the first lady that we watched where she got all that junk still at Sam's Club or wherever she bought it from, I don't think she's in Texas. And I think Texas is doing things a little bit different. And I think they actually have restricted the regulations a lot more than a lot of other states. And that is a great point. The fact that these companies are depending, and by companies, I'm talking about the manufacturing companies that manufacture a lot of the junk. They're depending on people with SNAP benefits because those are the people who can just spend willy-nilly and they don't really care to look at the price. They just want what they want and they're going to get it. And that has directly correlated to a rise in price for certain name brand foods. And now that those people no longer have the option, I think it is good to really see and consider how that's now going to correct. And, is market correction is basically when things have been inflated irregularly, then it comes back down to what it actually should be, right? Hopefully we'll see the homes do that. But I think it is amazing to see how that has corrected a lot of these prices because, yes, I go and I see certain name brand foods and I'm like, how is this even possible? I could get a whole meal for what you're charging for this bag of chips. It doesn't make sense. And then you don't even fill the bag of chips up to the top. It's like 1/3 filled and then the rest is just air. I think it's amazing. Some of the magic that they're able to work and then just how they're able to just say, yeah, just raise the price. F it. They're going to pay for it. They got it. They didn't have to work for it anyway. I think that is absolutely a part of a lot of these corporations' strategic plan of capitalizing off the people with SNAP benefits. And I think they've been capitalizing off of it for a long time to where they shouldn't have no complaints bringing down the price. Because I think even if they bring down the price 50% or 100%, they still make a very nice margin. I think they've just been living real good for a long time, and it's time for things to correct to what it actually should be. Because those prices, it really doesn't make any sense. But we'll leave it there, y'all. If you like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second. It actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you can hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button, then it shows the points. And since I am a smaller content creator, I actually get more points per hype. And hype is designed for smaller content creators. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.